Good evening, welcome back for those coming back and those on replays. Hey, we hope you stay. Tonight, we're off to more Final Fantasy on the way. Yay, the 7.2 patch, or 7.25 patch is hit, so we're off for that. And I think we'll get straight into it because no need to hang out here. Besides, we can talk about other stuff while we're here. Yay! So we're actually going to start... Whee! Here. Where is here? Wizened Testimony, level 100. Yes, Nashu Maraka. So start right with Hildibrand? Absolutely. Uh-oh. This worries me. But we're off. Hildibrand. Here to help again, are you? As things stands, I'm waiting on word from... Yours truly, Hardy Boiled, I assume. Parting ways. I've searched every alley, dive bar I ever keep for signs of this Hildibrand character. Pronounced Hildibrand. However you say it, he's nowhere to be found. Well, where could the inspector be? Chin up, dollface. The case ain't over yet. Why do I feel like I gotta do this in Humphrey Bogart style way? You know? Chin up, dollface. The case ain't over yet. I always get my man. Go a little bit off Western there. The trail goes cold. The trick is to go back to the beginning. I want you to tell me the whole story again. Leave nothing out, no matter how unimportant it might seem. All right. Got knocked on a flying saucer, flew across this, and disappeared over to the west. That's the last we saw of them. Space aliens, the moon. Rumors of a flying disc which nabbed your friend, and that led you to the place most likely where he crashed down, here. Got inside the dome when it appeared, and from what your perspective, went through 30 years in a blink of an eye. Sounds like crazy talk. But I've seen strangeness in my line of work, learned to give clients benefit of the doubt. Got no leads on the man himself, jogging the memories about the shiny starship instead. Question older people native to your world might have witnessed the original crash landing 30 years ago, sort of a Roswell thing. Area 51. Meh. Folks in that age seem to enjoy parks. Residential radii. Let's go. Possible this is our Hildy? It's always possible, but he took a boom without changing. It is the, Right, we can go here to True View. This would be simpler. Go to the information center versus running here through there and then down here and over here. It's like, or first here and then just there. It's just like, yeah. Simple. Get 411 on everything. Woohoo! Quick second. FC stuff. Already boiled. Ashu, what have you found? Lovely place to interrogate our elders. She doesn't. Old timers aplenty as promised. Pick a prune and get to it. Have the illustration I lent you last time? Showing it around might help nudge the ancient noggins. Added a sketch of the inspector's face to make things easier. Just this would have been fine. Another copy for myself. That makes two. We'll have to share. We are talking 3 decades ago, so having a picture could come in handy. James works on the same level of fingerprinting, toddler's magnum opus. Finger painting. Balin, was it? So you let me know when you're ready to bother some park goers. I'm ready to disturb some park goers. Alright, start this picture. Keep an eye out for older Hune and Hetsaro. Have it hailed from outside the dome and over the Shatona. He will follow us around for the quest objectives. Middle-aged Hasaro man. May I help you? Looking for if you'd seen anything such as this. 30 years ago, practically an infant, far too young to remember much of anything. Very cute. Did your child draw it for you? It's not too far off the truth. Elderly Hune woman. What can this old lady do for you? Well, you can have a look at this for me. Tell me, does this remind you of anything? No, honestly don't recall. Memories of those times are faded at best, my dears. View, sir, really captures your essence. That slack-jawed mug? You gotta be kidding me. Oops, there's a talkie spot here. There's a talkie spot there. Not your eye? Yeah, you can buy yourself a coffee or an energy drink, but luxuries like that'll make you soft. We'll walk the dingiest, darkest parts of the city, or vice versa. Eat something as weathered and weird as it. I stick to my eggs, thanks. What are you saying, Nashu? What have you found? Finding craft like one in the picture. What'd you want with me, then? Well, had you seen anything like this flying disc? Can't say I'm familiar with it. Do remember 3 decades, bloom of youth while middle-aged. Hey, I remember you. Clever git that took back the thermal tonic from the Theban horse sign. Was a bit sleuthing, it was. No need for that, just doing my job. Sorry to see the tonic didn't do its job, though. Not about growing my hair back, it's about the routine. About 40 years of massaging my scalp and basking the same fragment of romance every morning. Don't feel right without the day, starting the day without it. 40 years of using an Everkeep product? Oh, that's right. You're Alexandrian born and bred, same as me. Good to see the starship we're after. Sorry to borrow you, sir. Eyewitness accounts, so long. That's where the grit and persistence come in. Chitona fella headed towards the 914 radius. Hard to guess his age, how long they live, but who knows? Might get lucky this time. Sticking with your eggs. Yep. Chitona man of undetermined age. Lovely day, isn't it? Sure recognize the man. Hard to tell with such a simple drawing. Here about the drawing, we're more interested in what you know about the flying disc. Ah yes, I do recall seeing. Yet when I felt the sun upon my face, I live in a different time. It was during the hunt I spotted. Flying machines were a rare sight back then, so I remember it well, even now. Remember where it was headed? Crashed somewhere in Iwana to the north. Mind to seek out the wreckage, but then the dome suddenly appeared. Far stranger things to worry about. Tell ya, found your pal Neshu and share the good news. Whoa! This might actually turn into some interesting with Hardy Boyle and our inspector shortly found, perhaps? Maybe? Head stuck in the dirt? Would not push past it. No one knew about the starship. Did you fare any better? Seems we have a crash location. Yes, you wear a yukata. Don't suppose either of you been there before? Well, I have. Should be fine with this. It's only north of this location. Get there quite easily when I got a car. Research facility, you say? Oh, that place. Then if I had fall from the sky nearby, I wager the people would have scooped it up. Means you have our destination, but how to get across the lake? Oh, that place. We could take a hover cargo. That we could. Reforgers have a few. Happen to know one of them, accommodating disposition. The research facility across the lake. I thought it was the other place, up by the station. Transportation sorted. Yay! What I'm stuck on is how you've already been to this place, learning that this place exists. What's your deal anyway? Oh, agent of adventure. Adventure for a living, is that? That's clear, you know, fresh-faced mook. Now that's funny. When designing my character's face, I was quite happy to have a face that it's like, your face comes off as being a complete mook from time to time. But we called him mook after all this time just makes me giggle. Press on with the investigation. My Reforger friend should have a hover cargo in for us at the drift downs. Pack a dose of Nashu's delights. Those explosives, leave them behind. I don't need no dizzy dame blowing herself up on my watch, or me for that matter. He's bringing them anyway. I can see she bringing them in any place. Possibility of finding that she doesn't have them. Oh boy. The car can't fly across the lake. Why not? Don't have the ether currents. Convenient. Nashu, what do you see? Cool, that's a big watery lake. Ugh. Reforger pal telling you about it. She keeps tabs on the heritage fountain scene. Big help when I need information for a case that's spilled outside Everkeep. Need transport to there. Uwawata. Have a cargo ready if you are. Absolutely. They must like it dark in here. Place is a mess. I don't see any monsters roaming the hall. At least should be safe to split up and look around. If he crashed here, he could be in a tube somewhere. One entitled Confidential Files Addendum 1. Unidentified vessel recovered NIS had flown into the region not long before the dome manifested. With wreckage yielded not one sliver of electrope. The vessel was without doubt manufactured technology fundamentally unlike our own. Discover a human survivor within the craft. Packed porcelain male had sustained no visible injuries. That's him. Now, what did they do with him? And if this guy's not a clone or something? Because we know the machine does do that. Yes, the machine do that. Confidential files, Addendum 2. Human extracted, normal specimen, physically unharmed, in clear possession of soul, yet he remains in a comatose state. Absence of any reaction at any external, indicative of temporal stasis. Of course, that way he doesn't age. Every man attendant, be it electric shot, hot bath, sharp slap across the fail, wake the subject. Remarkable corporeal fortitude, innate quality, or was it acquired with the aid of unknown technology? Enthusiasm for research knows no bounds. I think we do have him. Uh-oh. I remember these tanks, now I have a whole nother fear on things. A lot of people being pickled in here. Inspector doesn't among them. Speaking of which, wonder where Hardy Boiled went. Pickled? Ooh. Yes, Nashu, just being pickled. Nope. He's gotta be over here. Abandoned clipboard. Confidential files, addendum number 3. Cannot calculate incalculable and hate the incalculable potential I see in our mystery subject. Could unlock the secrets of his preternatural resilience, and we would never risk the dangers here and transfers of monstrous souls. That vivisection is our only recourse. Extreme measure means forsaking the knowledge man might impart on us. Very equally intriguing finding vessel. For time being, to suspend all research to this subject. Observed in biocapsule in Sector 51, like Section 50 or Area 52. Sector 51. Area 51. Something clearer. Placed on surveillance. One day we'll gain consciousness. Okay, so he's in the facility. In his sort of standard stasis kind of way of doing things. Says he is. Something else caught my attention. It led me to a different floor. Verifications. I hadn't spent any time in Starship Mystery. Yeah, we need to find Sector 51 in this location. All right, we got the key codes. Does the inspector now join us in this adventure? Inspector Hildibrand, there you are. That's him. You two have been yanking my chain. That clown doesn't look anything like me. Opinions aside, we've located our man. Hard-boiled egg. Really hit the spot right now. Here, give this to our detective. Issue. What are you up to? Oh no. Just a look. From the lady. Nishu has her own wonderfulness about her. Never refuse the kindness of strangers. They didn't ruin his glasses. We knew she was up to something. Oh, right. Zombies. These punks must be feeling lucky. Oh, go on, Dirty Harry. I've seen that. It's the Manderville pistol type thing. Electro lightning gun. No need for firearms or fisticuffs. I shall resolve this altercation in a manner that behooves a gentleman. Well, he's awake. Attention, everyone. Follow my lead. He's got to do the same thing he does with the zombies. Oh, crap. He stole the hat. Manderville Mambo. Splendid, most splendid. Let us remember to always comport ourselves in a gentlemanly manner. And they're all gone. Bye-bye. That's our gentleman. I fear I may have overslept a trifle. I, Hildibrand, well-rested agent of inquiry, now stand before you bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And good dental, too. By the way, who's this austere-looking fellow? A new admirer of mine, mayhap? This is Detective Hardboiled, your soul twin from another world. Why, my dear Nisha, this man possesses nary a spark of my singular aplomb. He does not resemble me in the slightest. Couldn't agree more. My sweet old grandmother has more grit in her pinky finger. That's odd. Maybe I need new glasses, but the two of them seem practically identical. Odd thing is how you look so damn young for a fellow who's been sleeping for 30 years, and don't get me started how you charm those shambling corpses. What kind of crime against nature are you? Spectre has a very unique physique, for one. As for the zombies, he's had an excellent rapport with them ever since his brief stint as an undead overlord extraordinaire. That raises more questions than answers. Still, we can consider your missing persons case closed. Please me to chew on something else that caught my attention earlier. Smell a new case brewing, and I mean to follow my nose. Uh-oh. A case, you say? Allow me to offer the services of Hildibrand, Inspector Extraordinaire. Undead Overlord seems more plausible to me at this juncture, but I'll bite. What does a fellow like you even inspect? Impenetrable mysteries and unsolved cases, of course. Same business. Makes me wonder how this gentleman of yours actually helps you get the job done. I too am curious to see the benefit of that leathery gumshoe exterior. You have the gumption to handle truly difficult cases? That dame, she's your assistant? Loyal and steadfast. I had an assistant once. But ain't the time to reminisce. We have a new case to work on. This will be just the thing to prove your sleuthing chops, Inspector. Let's get out of here and down to brass tacks. My dude is going to need a new suit. Aha! So the inspector is awake, and more mayhem is to come. I always have a spare set of the inspector's clothes on hand. Excellent. Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, is up and full of beans. Of course he is. Case of fiendish fugitives. Hard-boiled veteran nose is picked on the scent of a new case. As I was saying, I got a whiff of a new case in the making, so listen up while I explain the particulars. You said you scoured this place from top to bottom, learned they were trying to stuff people's souls into monstrous hosts, but the facility was forced to close down right before they managed any real success. Sound about right? From what we covered. Guessing whatever incident turned the staff into walking corpses happened not long after. That's where it gets interesting. According to the notes I found, one of the researchers survived, continued to work independently after the project was mothballed. Uh-oh. Apparently, he dismissed the Tural Vidral as impossible to control, instead chose to pursue his research using less ornery beasts. Uh-oh. Suggesting this mad scientist has transferred his own soul into some slaverine fiend? Nothing so mad as all that. No, he saved that honor for convicted criminals. Seems he set up a fake rehabilitation program and had prisoners transferred, then yanked their souls out to use for his experiments. How awful. What happened to these now criminally minded creatures? That's the million-credit question. I tracked down the containment cell mentioned in the notes, found the cage is emptier than a barfly's tumbler. Dang, that's empty. Oh no. Digging into operations show the cage locks were opened only recently, which means we find ourselves on the case of the fiendish fugitives. We must seek and apprehend these dastardly evildoers on the double. Yes, there's a chance that they're out there causing trouble. As a detective, I can't turn a blind eye when I suspect wrongdoings afoot. Luckily, I also found a storage device I figured belonged to the author of those research notes. Banged up, but I think the data might still be intact. Step back to Solution 9. I'll take this thing over to my place in the recreation zone and see what I can recover. And remember, Brandy Hild is still out there. Yes, he is. We saw that crash and him pick up at the end of the last one. Will he or any of our cast of wonderful characters show up in this? Ooh, so to speak, so to see. Oh, it should. Right. Oh, Godbird shows up there. Oop, I didn't want to do that. I want to. Oops. I'm doing things stupid. I should have just hit teleport, but I'm doing things even dumber now. So, try to teleport here and use it to quickly zip into Solution 9. It's like, just go through the front door. Oh, yeah! 47, 57. That's now 48. Oh, he's over there. Neon Stein. Hardy boiled, Hildibrand, and Nashu. Oh, here's what Hildy's got to say about this. Cool, I never noticed how far down it went. Oh boy, that's going to play into things. Illusion Shrine is the most impressive metropolis. Solution 9, but yeah, okay, we'll go with it. we have someone else being their own inspector. Take a crack at this, you're better off waiting outside. I'm not the kind of guy that makes his bed every morning, to say the least. Sounds like you've got the right mess in there and nothing in the refrigerator. Also, he's looking for probably a new jacket and clean shoes. Bad news, the device was even worse shape than I expected. Had to be there, right? And it had to be a while yet before I could recover its contents. Quick pass netted me some scraps, though. Pieced together a partial file on one of the experimental subjects. Surviving struck the soul of a career thief into a body of an Cyclops. Light figure fin didn't steal out of greed, but the joy of pissing off his victims. Oh boy. Was the guy like that? I ain't like strange stripe just because he switched bodies. No. Yes, 'tis all becoming clear to me. Right. Our impish escapee will burgle the most prestigious jewelry store in the city. Soft-boiled guess I ever heard. Your instincts are way off, pal. Never seen an Cyclops before, have you? One of those big brutes was lumbering the streets. All we'd have to do is follow the screams. No, if he's plotting a heist, it'll be a target outside to Everkeep. Won't be aiming to pilfer any old supply crate neither, but something that would really cause a nuisance. Electro. Alexandria's got a bit habit of only the most miraculous ore can satisfy. Need to hustle to the quarry outside, and I mean now. It's being out inspectored. I see a repeat of when we were facing off against the other inspector. You do? I do. Off to Electro's strike. Convenient. Case of the fiendish fugitives. Cinnabar. Dunhunger. This, that, the other. Where is our crew? Just down over here? Yes, they are. Electrobe, Hildibrand, and Hardboiled. Alright, what do you have to Barbara? This guy be able to answer some questions? Cool. What do you say, Nishu? It's just me or someone frying a block of cheese with a steady current of lightning energy. Pretty close. I say the weather here is unruly. How I pine for the crystallized skulls of Ulda. Work here? Was there something you needed? Thefts? Funny you should ask. Had several shipments of raw electrope go missing in recent days. Didn't see a damn thing. It ain't hard of a car to move those heavy blocks. Surely someone would have noticed it coming and going. There, what'd I tell you? Sneaky Cyclops could have run off of those blocks without breaking a sweat. You know who the culprit is, then? Anything I can do to help catch him, just say the word. Mighty kind of you, friend. Let's have you bait the trap with a stack of electrope. Placed conveniently out of sight of your patrols, we'll do the rest. One tempting stack of electrope coming up. Is it actually the Cyclops? That should do the trick. Call it a thief for me, will ya? Oh, and do be careful while you're at it. Uh-oh. Neshu's on the right track again. Trap is set, now we wait. What are you picking, Neshu? She's almost fallen asleep twice. He swiped his egg. He's gonna shit the inspector for swiping his egg. Ooh, this is perfect. Maybe a little too perfect. Not good, not good. That's our thief. After him. Dun 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 dun. Chase him down. So many Iclops, or is it Iclopses? Think a creature that big could run that fast. Got long legs, my dude. Lost sight of our quarry. Gone to ground in the middle of a field of Iclops. Got ourselves a wise guy. Not a tough guy, according to his file. He's got no stomach for fighting. Split up to find the one that doesn't try to squish us on sight. The coward, he's a big boy now. He still might try to go down swinging. Shout out if you hit pay dirt, we'll take him together. Well, this ought to be funny. Search for the thieving Iclops. That's not you. We're not even in the right search area. Like, you know, we're gonna beat you up. Boof. Oopsie. Didn't even use anything serious yet. Hmm. Aha! This is a Hildibrand experiment. The possibility it could be this guy. Not sure, but just might. I have a feeling the plot armor's with me on this one. Me not bad Iclops. Iclopses don't talk. Aw. Like, ah, caught in 4K. Neshu! Set off pursuit of that screaming Iclops. Come on, let's not get left behind. Damn it all! We have you now, Fiend. There's nowhere left to... Ow, ow, ow. It's like being stabbed by 1,000 tiny needles. Out with a punk, where'd you stash the goods? Who set you free? If I tell the likes of you, have it your way, here this sting's worse than chili sauce in your eye. No! Now, detective, threats and intimidations do not become a gentleman. Move, damn it. Move. Give a criminal a chance and they'll make your wish you had it. My turn. Right, that's normal. Ooh, he really is a big boy. My show, lose the gun or the girl gets it. You too, weapons on the ground. Ooh, is he twitching? My eye! Get over here, Nashu. A chance to come quietly. Say goodnight, sunshine. We know the gentleman's gonna get right in the way of this one. That didn't hurt at all. Hi, Hildibrand, agent of Quivery of Horse Acts of Violence. That's our guy. Boy, the Expector's all lit up. Gotta be kidding me. That shot ain't enough juice to take down a... whatever the fuck that is. The light's too bright for me to bear. Pain is akin to stepping barefoot on a goblin's back. Master Thief, are you certain you aren't willing to speak with us? You shone like a precious jewel. I yield, I will tell you everything. He's not happy. Soft-boiled and cracked. Never wanted the electrope. The researcher freed us, commanded me to steal it. I handed over every block I took. Weren't just being your usual thieving self, all right? What's this researcher's name? Never told me his name. I swear, I only know him as the man who made us into monsters. He already had some scary-looking bruiser working for him, so I didn't dare refuse his orders. No idea where we might find him, then? None. Supposed to meet him out here on with my latest haul, but I bet he slipped away after realizing I wasn't alone. That's it. That's all I can give you. Alright, I believe you. This case has taken a fishy turn. Even if you were an unwilling subject and all this, you still have crimes to answer for you. Holding over to the Tin Men authorities. Don't worry, I'll explain you're just a crook in monster's clothing, so they don't just send you to the Arcadian for slaughter. Rest of you meet back at my place at Solution 9. Straight to Solution 9, then. Oh, we do enjoy this. We're only winding up, too, by the judging of things. Oh, you're just winding up? Oh, yeah. Wasn't he incredible? Spectre is up to his usual form, that's for certain. Surely Detective Hardy-Boiled must acknowledge my dazzling investigative skills. In your dreams, pal. Handed the Cyclops over to the authority and gave him the lowdown on our case. You bet the last being that researcher fella has other monsters doing his dirty work. Can't finger his angle yet. Up to no good, that's for sure. Whatever those criminals are now, they're also fugitives, operating as far from our mechanical sentries as possible, maybe even beyond the confines of the dome. That's a whole world I ain't familiar with. You can stay on the case, I could use your help out there. You shall have it, of course. Inspector Hildibrand is at your service. I got my trench coat in a twist when your pal started dancing in front of my gun. Only fair to tell you why. Nothing has to do with a man who had his fingers in every illegal pie in Alexandria, the crime king, they called him. It was me who caught his royal rogueness and sent him to rot in prison. But after being transferred elsewhere under the auspices of some rehabilitation program, I haven't heard a peep. Ah. So you connected the dots. Could that elsewhere have been there? Yeah. Me and him got history. If he's running free out there, somewhere in a new monster skin, I want to be the one to bring him in. Fair enough. Your unwavering commitment is commendable, Detective Hardy-Boiled. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, hereby swear to remain steadfast by your side until we've brought this case to its resolution. I don't recall asking that soft-boiled dope to do a damn thing. When I'll get back to putting scraps of data from that box. Drop by next time you're in the neighborhood. Maybe I'll have a new lead for us to follow. I got the music turned off. Dang it. And now, meanwhile, somewhere else in Heritage Found. Hoping to see our hulking Cyclops squish those curious rats. Raven's fool surrendered with barely a struggle. No matter. I have more than enough electrobes to now proceed with my plans. Given the right direction, you outlaws have proved most useful. Especially with the aid of your new monstrous talents. Like we didn't figure out he was already a bad guy. Nishu was already on it too. Oh, he's up-puttable. Yes, we've already been introduced to those mimicals. Making hard-boiled eggs, you want to boil them same length of time every time. 12 minutes exactly. Any less, they're too soft. Any more, they're overcooked. Out of time today. To here, I had some prepared earlier. Uh-oh. Manufacture my egg-shaped medicine, closely guarded trade secret, so don't try making any of yours own at home. Keep safe and stay tuned for the next step, well, inconceivably further Hildibrand adventures. Well, at least the eggs are safe. See you, Inspector. Said this, why am I hanging out here like a bad smell? Just figured you missed a handsome mug, so I stay cooped up inside. Alright, so those two are off on the loose somewhere. We have many inspectors running around now. Alright, so that's that part. That's that part. Now we should have a piece in Mamuk, so let's head to Tulliola. Yes, the new society quest ticks off, which means the main city itself, Tulliola, should be where we find... Ah, look, there it is. One last hurrah. Zip down to Whatchamakey. Expedition Messenger. Alright, let's see where the society quest heads to. One last hurrah. Casts his gaze expectantly about the harbor. You're, aren't you? Just the man who I was after, as it happens. Old Ketterum asked me to find you. He's got a proposition for you. Say right here, I'll go fetch him. Ketterum? What nonsense has he got with us? Apologies for calling you like this, but hoping you would parley before you took leave of Tulliola. There's a lot more adventure to be had here, so I'm not quite leaving the zone. But right, so Chase, I want you to board me for a final expedition. Before I get in particulars, allow me to spin a quick yarn. Okay, tell the tale. These days, Eosian sailor ain't worth their salt. Or worth their salt bound for Tulliola, take the established route and skirt the southern Indigo Deep. That's sort of following the trade winds, I would assume, because there would be a northern trade wind for the return. Back then, maps of the realms were nothing but blank parchment past Hildibrand here. You know, here be dragons. Actually, they actually live up there, but beside the point. All we had to lure of the horizon to Gaius, most fellow explorers weighed anchor, cut course due west, headed straight for adventure. Most were lost to the waves. Me and my crew reached Tulliola on account of us ranging northward, avoiding the same treacherous waters that claimed them. That stretch of the deep, made known as Shade's Triangle. Notion to solve its mysteries on behalf of my fallen comrades, but after arriving on these shores, it was land, not sea, that promised adventures anew. Once I'd settled here, disbanded the expedition, I never did get the opportunity. We were going to hunt the Bermuda Triangle, effectively. But when I crossed the paths of a certain realm-renowned adventurer, I began to wonder. Something told me, with your help, I'd finally shed light on the mystery of those accursed waters. How about it? Join this for one final jaunt? Oh, you had me at mystery, but what of your duties at the palace? Alright, I proposed all this with full backing of the Dawn servants. Truth be told, even before Ghoul Jaja asked me to watch over Kona, Wooklamat, I feared I'd never sail again. Any road, I sensed a pair were wise to me worrying, and so I laid it all bare. Basically, they picked up on you for saying something. Hodgety sits. Reads you speak of an impediment to trade with foreign nations, and even if it unravel its secrets, ultimately benefit Tuliola. The last chance you get, especially hoping you get Thalen involved. Besides, Papa would turn in his grave if we barred his old friend for one last voyage. Follow your heart, Tanqua. I'm sure you want more details, but I like to set sooner than later. Let's reconvene. Put a few moms between us and the harbor. Ship will be waiting. I had her sent over from Linsum and Heshley. Speak with Ogrum, Fangrum, over on the pier. Expedition ferrymen. This is obviously how we get back and forth from things. Right. Give me a moment. I presume Ketram told me all about you. Name's Afangam, navigator by trade. Say Shades Triangle's wrecked with storms year round, but closer looks at charts till that ain't strictly true. There's a brief season when the skies are clear and the seas are calm. Hence why the old explorer eager to weigh anchor. What's mattered? Don't tell me you're worrying about clambering in this little rowboat. We're not rowing to the Shades. Our vessel's waiting beyond the shallows. Road, have you good and prepared to leave? Just say the word. May plot a course for waters unknown, are ye? Well, of course. Don't know whether you respect your mettle or you question your sanity. A little of both. Bit of column A, definitely bit much more on column B. Welcome aboard, Shades Triangle. Here we come. Oh, absolutely ruined. Oops, boobies. God damn, this game, it just shows off boobies at it's like inopportune moments. Like, here's a pair of boobies for you to look at. It's like, oh, god damn it. Plain sailing thus far, might be time to talk about our destination. Turning mess of storm, so every time a vessel goes missing in the region, most blame the treacherous conditions. But hear this. Records of the last sheep seeking chart those waters. Message they relayed to escort is passing strange. Conditions fair. Crescent-shaped isle sighted in the vicinity. Potential safe haven at this, attempting to make landfall. They never made it back to port despite calm seas. Calling the occult crescent ever since. They say it's not but a shifting mirage that's claimed the lives of all those that sight it. Forward knows the risks involved with this voyage, but there ain't nothing like the thrill of the unknown to trump good sense. With a old mystery and a promise of new discovery, hard to resist. Thinking the same applies to you, adventurer? Pretty much. Why don't you get acquainted with the rest of the crew? Checking the charts, once you measured folks risking their hides, come find me. Go talk to everyone. Well, we just basically wait time skipping across the ocean. But however many knots this thing makes. A secretary. Grandfather once sailed with Kitteram. He was right there with him when he made landfall in Tyrol. For all they were aiming for, but they left the Eorzea westbound for Hingishin. Didn't count on a big continent line between them and their destination. He was going east to find this. You got a real Chris Columbia here. Once they were sure, they sure forgot about the Far East. Eventually settled, and here I am, 3 generations later. Keterim is life change. I mean that best possible source, of course. Ah, prospector. This isn't a foolhardy treasure hunt. No, solving Ireland's secrets require more than glittering trinkets. Safe passages, potential to establish permanent landing. Boon to foreign trade that would bring. Yes, more at stake than lining our pockets. Someone's here for the history. Provisioner, man who has all the food. Then what lates us? I enlisted the help of experts and artisans to supplement our crew. One fellow we're all wishing to steer clear of, though. We left Fort, caught the crazy fool trying to launch one of the lifeboats, managed to lock him in the hold. The Bidrol set about drinking all the rum in sight. Tied him and stuffed in one of the barrels he drained dry. Why is he on board then? Push it left and jump it. Just throw him over, let him swim back. Need first trip in these waters, sailed coast of Shades Triangle, survey the weather many a time. Only the clear sails, flat as glass, you glimpse the isle. Looks unremarkable for this, but that's exactly the poor bastards that Missing must have thought. Never did pluck up the courage to take a closer peek, as curious as I was. Heard Keterin was leading an expedition in the heart of the triangle. I signed right up. Don't get me wrong, I'm still got me reservations. But what's, I think, is whatever's waiting for us in those waters. It's excitement that wins out. Hey, all this and you got a guy shoved in a rum barrel. Someone else asking where all the rum's gone. Being seen fair, close-knit crew, indispensable on the open sea. No talking about my feats in rich and Tyrol, but in truth couldn't have done it without my fellow explorers. Where the winds might take us, I consider my duty to get us all there and back in one piece. Entering the shades at any moment. Look sharp. Current instance is this. Oh, we're making decent wave if we're chonking like that. We gotta be putting down at least 12 knots. Like land ho! Hold steady, we sail straight for her. Watch the rocks and we'll be fine. Aye aye. Figures you're making 12? Absolutely. That's something like 10 kilometers an hour. Good way for a ship of sail, though. That magnitude. God damn it, more boobies. Where's the blasted island? We just had it in our sights. Land spotted off the starboard stern. Eh? Don't tell me we careened right past it. Let's get this hulk turned around. Gone again. Shift in Mirage was right on the money. Island itself was moving, the waves would be surging right over the bulwark. It's no natural, something's messing with our perception. He deserved heed my call. Or I heed, I'm not sure I follow. Deserved or not, onward we sail. Who are you talking to? Whoever just told me to keep going this way. Strange voice. I didn't hear a thing. What in the... Lost control of the rudder. It's like something's reeling us in. odds. Well, we're side slipping. What the? Couldn't be the island, could it? Got a fog rolling in all of a sudden. How's the hull looking? No, it is stuck fast, almost as if we dropped anchor. Perfectly docked without a single scratch, and the helm, I could have managed that. Here should end up like try to shift her. Reckon we were brought here by some arcane trickery. Trap 2, most likely. Magic right to our destination. Quite a stroke of luck, if you ask me. Well, tells us something interesting's on this isle. Nothing for it, but let's get this expedition underway. Ship pinned in place, not sure what you can do except look around. True. Voice on the ship starting to wonder if it wasn't some kind of summons. Glad to have you with us regardless. As for the island itself, I assumed it was uninhabited. Certainly wasn't expected to come across this phantom village. Like it or not, there's some sort of warden company in this island keeping us here. That said, there's a chance that thorough currents might circumvent the ward. Assuming you can tap into one, might be worth venture calls you elsewhere. Road, like to gather the crew and get stuck in. Better secure the perimeter, horse. Oh, and I thought I'd give you a journal to jot down your findings along the way. Figure there's a few more folks who appreciate a record of your exploits here. Fill in those pages and give us something to sink our teeth into. Wait, is this a VC dungeon? This... Interact with the ethereal current by the moored ship. Corresponding current high tide facilities, particularly back to the occult present. Occult record unlocked. Collection expanded. Occult record. Collection duty section. Main menu. New entries. Prompt terms. Characters added to record. Completely explore this. Oh, interesting. Scans it with wary eyes. Granted, I would too. Not a single soul about. Well, none living anyway. Better take a look around while Offman stands guard. One of the ship's safe, and all the provisions on board, that means one less worry while we're gathering our bearings. Let me know if you find anything of interest. That'll be certain. You know, I cast Detect Life, Detect Object to Detect Thing. Ah, look at that. There's 3 things to find. Faintly glowing stone. They see through a fused stone. Faint glow. Naturally, or some internal mechanism causing the illumination. Does not open yet. There's plays and I can prise the lock open. Yeah, maybe. Why is there a bar on the outside of the building? Foliage choking the buildings, estate abandoned for some time, left to mercy of the elements. Oh, whoever built this did it quite well out of stone. Ah, survey points. Interesting. Something I'll have to look out for. Shipwreck, Erie in the bay. Ted must have sunk while attempting to leave the island. Alright. Well, let's put a jog on. See if we can see any other surveyable points. Oh, that's a dive. Not that deep. It's swimmable, but not deepable. This will basically be orange dots to say you can't go past this point. Yep. This building you can go into. Disappointment. No books, no markers, no stones. It's like someone just like emptied the place out. Common mysteries either. Structures ancient. Original inhabitants may be long gone. Hope pulling a few survivors from the wrecks at least. Managed to force the lock. I don't want anything to make a habit of breaking locks in general Skullduggery, other than when necessary, of course. Take a look inside, shall we? Huh. It's never a good sign. Sarcophagi? Rat? That'd be the first life we've heard of. Sarcophagus, you reckon? I sense arcane trickery afoot. Candles ain't being let keep lit by natural means, but that's what I'm sure. And I'd say that is an explosion marker. A word like this will have us jumping through hoops to spell it. Only ye deserved may lay claim. Let me see what I can do. If more confounding mystery, your magic touch, for this godforsaken wreck we're standing on. Okay, and this is where someone alive pops out. Just to really throw us for a loop. Oh good, it's a Tonberry. Tonberry? Ah, thoroughly refreshed and raring to go. And might you two be? Wasn't expecting the common tongue. Benighted fool, perhaps a valid suspicion, given my current form. Send before the archive. It's a very definitive, rude edition. Now hurry up and introduce yourselves. Inland Darkfire. I've worked with other Tonberries in the past, helping them out. Keen, searching eyes, clearly inquisitive mind like no other, save my own, that is. Veteran explorer hailing from Minsa. We're here on an expedition, nation of Tulliola. Limsa what now? Tulliola? Visit each of the 12 city-states and learned cultures. Those names are unfamiliar. To think a whole nation would elude me. What is this Tulliola founded? Okay, we're dealing with you all the way back in Nemean. He's obviously of Nemean origin. When the city-state of Nemea is a thing. That would have been 5th Astral Era, or 5th Umbral Era. 7th Astral Era. Moving on the island, the voice spreading the affliction that left me, as you see, promptly fell into a deep slumber. That's right, their Lalafels transformed. Such a plague swelled through the 5th Era. Sleep for more than 1,500 years. Explain why I feel so well rested. Once, twice, though, he found a crop. Where I might become of the Isle. For the record, I think we need to get a hold of Olympsian Marines. We have actually figured out a cure for your condition. Certainly don't recall a memorial fountain being so begrimed with algae. Perhaps you do speak the truth. Strange ether I sense pervading this island. Could be a ward of sorts. Noggin's still foggy after eons long slumber. Do all sorts of things. Every name of every battle, way of every riches of the world to the owns, ounce, was a wise old man, gushing a font of knowledge. Real boon, once I get up to speed, I shall join you on your endeavors. Well, perhaps during the course of our entry, memories will come flooding back. Settlement to kill us, I think. Get the crew ashore, earning their keep. Right back. Hopefully we'll learn more about the island from a new found co-conspirator. Doo-dee-doo. Also, I'm going to fill you in on the Tonberries and the fact that we helped solve them with the whole scholar quest, for the record. That we found an answer to his thing? Yes, that'd be wonderful to tell him. Oh, by the way, yeah. Because it's out at Bronze Lake. Yes, he is out at Bronze Lake. Makes sense of the art, this. Alright. It's gonna be fun telling him that. Although, I must admit, it would be a conditional element, so if you haven't actually completed the scholarly side of things, you probably won't be able to tell him. What brought you here? Adventure. We've come adventuring, which means we came to steal stuff from here. Shades Triangle, many ships gone missing in these waters. Would have made it ashore. Why did no one try to wake me? That strange voice only I can hear. Somebody summoned you here? Clearly wasn't me. I've been sound asleep for the last few millennia, give or take. Counterlize this. We must get to the bottom of this. Yes. An EOS. Is it knowledge you seek? We're dealing with Nimians, so of course we're dealing with scholars and fairies. Looks like the fairies employed by the Nimian scholars of Eld. Was it you who summoned her? Me? Preposterous. I would have summoned something much more statuesque. How rude. My name is Iris. Certainly wasn't called forth by a wizened little wretch like you. All right then, Iris. Wizened? You mean wise, you petulant little whelp? Honestly, whoever summoned such a companion is lacking in manners. Not exactly what I meant. You, sir, are lacking in wisdom. A seal has been placed on your worldly knowledge, thus preventing its use. You can only speak of what the insipid individual over here has seen and learned firsthand. Is that so? Well, explains why I can't muster the faintest mode of magic. I tried to heal myself earlier to no avail. Centuries of sleep in that cold stone slab really took its toll on my lower back. Suck! Enough of your aching bones. Iris, where is your master? Heck. Why were you summoned here? I don't know. There's someone on their knowledge COA. Who's in this? When you're not but an unfamiliar. Good attempt at a burn. That fairy was steeped in the same ether, permeating the island. Surprise, strange ward covering the island turn. No doubt ships were caught in its pull. Wards can't cast himself means someone's responsible for those poor souls that perished in the Shades Triangle. Focus finding out what we can of this individual. Let's not forget the strange voice you keep hearing. For all we know, it could be connected in some way. Speak with Jeff Roy over yonder. Not have a word. Progress at base camp. Come on, Carbuncle. Oh, perhaps I should be a... Preparations are well underway. I sent an advance party to scout ahead while the ship's being unloaded. Already found ideal spots to stage forays into the southern reaches. Setting up camp as we speak. Say one word out in the field. Speak to Keterum how to decide to proceed. Weaponsmith hired a remarkable craftsman expedition. Judging by his reputation, will soon have your weapons honed to deadly perfection. Gerald. Smithy Abyss Settler, drop by if you're interested. Shout when you're ready to make encampment. Perhaps I've got the request back. Perhaps I need to head to Mumuk for the Society quest. South Horn is now accessible. Choose join your fellow explorers, large-scale battles against the fiercest foes, or take on Crescent's Desmond, smaller number of skirmishes. Explanation, what you may expect on this crescent. Read them, understand well, seek to unravel Iron's mysteries. Discipline Wars, level 100, item of 690, will be synced to 700. Players change to different jobs, sufficient level while in the duty. Separate leveling system, indicated by their knowledge level. Participating in large-scale battles or slaying this, boasts of your knowledge. Gain experience points. So your knowledge will significantly impact the outcome of any battle. To improve your chances when roaming in wilds, accrue as much knowledge as able. Your knowledge level and your foes will affect the damage you deal and receive. Choose your marks carefully before engaging. Critical encounter, large 72. I understand what I must do. Close. Iris has been added. Only thing is, I think we dealt with an Iris before. She was someone else's. This. Like, oh god, everyone's here. Yes, everyone's here because this is the weapons, not the thing. Interestable. So this is like a whole nother thing. On the hunt for a missing weaponsmith. Rum Adel Reparate. Yep. Hello, Geralt. Wouldn't be surprised if we float him in the sea. Smithy, afraid we ain't up and running yet. Told weaponsmith he fired bolted before we could finish settling up shop. This will be the one they tied up and threw in the rum barrel then. You know, trouble since he set foot trying to escape, so he threw him in the old... Was it in there? Drank most of the booze we'd packed for the expedition. Tell you the bugger half pickled by the time we hauled him out. Bastard's gone and disappeared. Aha. Fellow sounds vaguely familiar. You're already acquainted with the scoundrel. Or Zora's home some more cantankerous weaponsmiths than I thought. And then while scratching around, certain enterprising woman put us in touch. Rowena. Ain't find Smith alive, but he drinks like a sailor on shore leave and is up to his neck in debt. Signed on the exile to settle his dues. Yeah. Geralt. Half as good. Reckon it'll be a boon for your adventuring. Keep your eyes peeled. Run a shirtless rum soaked good for nothing. Name of Geralt. Come see me. Yeah. Just a... Aw. We know him. They threw a guy in a barrel full of rum. Later on, find out. Oh, yeah. Yep. Drank half the rum on the way here. Not a drum run to be had in this bloody ghost town. No mention of O'Shea's town when I got a goddamn contract. Don't talk about false bloody princes. More fool me trusting that wily hard ending, eh? Geralt. Who the hell's are... Oh, bugger me. Can't do one bleeding job without you showing your ugly mug. That said, never a dull moment when the two of us team up. If I finish job sharp-ish, get off this desolate rock, eh? Yes, we found... Okay, so this is all... This whole section is all the new weapons section. So obviously, much like Eureka, effectively. Alright, so this is more like a Eureka section. I'm coaxing them back. Apologies for all the trouble. No, we know who's holding... What's this? Right. With a smithy up and running, time you started earning your keep. What's in here? Do you think I'm gonna sell you my hammer and tongs knocking a village smith with a half-brain handle could handle? Nothing less than 9 impossible feats of old genius stoked the fire in these days. Says the impotent sog who drank the old dry, racking up more debt in the process, hardly in position to dictate terms. But it does seem daft to fork over eye-watering sums or as a weaponsmith only to have him forging plain old swords and shields. Any ideas, adventurers? I'm sure Eorzea's finest weaponsmith has some of his own ideas. And that, devising new means of finding weapons and armor. Armor? Ermia couldn't notice the ether permeating this place. Reckon I'll tap into it somehow. Need raw materials. Some magic warped ore from the island should do the trick. Towards the after, our surveillance will be conducting a preliminary excavation. Is that all you need to start? If that were the case, only old folk could do the job. Magic prophecies will be fleeting and elusive. That means to properly harness the ether. Can't order degrade in the process. So you require something other than besides, including what that might be. Kettle. Sometimes a foul beastie in the throes of death leaves behind a crystallized chunk of their life essence. Uses stuff in the past, so it ain't exactly common. Wager you'll find it on this bastard rock. Not so unique to the island, mind you, but I'm sure you'll find it elsewhere too. Crystal name have a name? Dematia? Oh, goddamn. Smart needed. Fulfilling its contractual duties, at least. Handling and fiend felling part of the gambit. Out there acquiring Demetma. I'll see you to NML helping. Whatever. Feasible division of labor. Yeah, we're at it again. It's like phantom weapons, saga of arcane might. Obtainable phantom weapons gained from fates and critical encounters on the island's South Horn. Fates in other regions. Raja Urapacha, Kana, Yaktel, Shaloni, Heritage Found, Living Memory. Grinding fates in this section. We'll do this. Alright. I want to get the Society quest open, now that I have this open. Passage to Tuliola. Alright. Or do I want to step out into the field and see what we have out there? Well, let's see what that's at the base camp. I'll need to pick up a base weapon to basically act as a wonderful thing. Expedition Mender. Archive for this. I thought I was picking up the right quest. I wasn't. Cult Crescent, South Horn. Giant Black Pyramid. Why does that remind me of something I don't want to know? Well, it's the base camp anyway. That's better for stage expedition to this. Find ancient netherite. Do more dot around the isle. Avail ourselves. Make sure to tune this one before leaving camp. Duh. Being leaving, our advanced party scoured the area and brought back a few bits and bobs of interest. Raising the cash, soon scarf it off and start poking around Reap the Rebel. Let's see what he's up to. Silver Peace Exchange. Amped Special Armor. Ooh, boy. Item comparison, please. Okay. So, it's not as powerful, but it does have a boost, which technically puts it above, and Special Attribute 1. Alright, so it's not quite as good as 750 gear, but it's pretty good. Definitely I like these stats better. Yeah, I don't like the minus 20 vitality and less than 20 int, but I do like the critical hit and determination higher. 4,000 of each, whatever the hell these are. Accessories, weapons. Nope. What else do you have here? Silver piece. Battlecraft items. Time Shoal Shard. Used to unlock Time Mage. Phantom Job, Cannoneer, Chemists. Say which? Bunch of materia, so there's some weird things here. Soul Shards. Time Mage, Cannoneer, Chemist. Other? Alright, not wearing that. Class 1 stuff, though. Licks. Ah, there's a riding map. Ancient Airship Identification Key. Minion. Framer, some music. Ribbons. Samurai Soldier. Geomancers. Thief. These are these ones. Tycoon, Hairpin, Leotard. Okay. Switch coat. Okay, that's not bad. I like that coat. Switch hairpin. Right, I like the coat. I don't mind the other things. A couple more orchestra rules and something to hide in the house. All right. Botanist over here. Phantom Job, Freelancer. Weapon skill, restores 30% handness. Phantom rotation. Clockwise, counterclockwise. Gamepad input. Interesting. Phantom jobs, here we go. So it's beneficial stance to grant access to an array of phantom actions. The one phantom job, most free to take a different selection at any time, leverage defense, need rise, blah blah blah. Without soul shards. Treasure chest, certain critical encounters, more. Night. Learning new actions. Alright, using them. Place of the duty HUD. Boost effectiveness of this, that. Freelancer do not gain experience, instead levels up with every additional phantom job you master. Knowledge level 1. Beat up stuff to earn more knowledge. Incapacitate without being revived, lose a portion of your... Oh boy. Above level 5, incurring the penalty can decrease your knowledge level. Alright, balance party as long as there's a group of people within 3 levels. Solo 2 levels, 2 or more, 3 or higher. Participation. Only need to reach this location on the map. Uh-huh. Currencies. Silver and this. Silver occurred from this and this, defeating enemies in the wild. Phantom actions. Effects of you and your party members, use them to your advantage. Happy bunnies. They're back again, huh? Find buried treasured. With treasure. Right. Okay. Special attribute. Hey. Right, this is basically boost your up +1. See that? And the casting +2. Doesn't change the stats, but it is boosting this. That's a pretty big boost of intellection. That's a pretty massive damage booster. Oh, we have a survey point over there. Talk with the supplier first. Cult potion. Zenniage. I guess these are talks to this. Antidote, eye drop, this, spine drops, golden needle. Dark matter. Oh, standard case of all your standard goods. So, much like Zardon, much like this, we have a new area to do this. Something crystalline to show you. Aha, just as I thought. As you laid eyes on the crystal, tap into the wealth of my learning on the topic. Sealed knowledge business is awfully frustrating, I must say. Soul shard from the 5th era, contained in the phantasmal record, arcane arts, combat discipline, pioneered by the 12 states of City Eld. Sure, the method you modern combatants employ are far more refined than those of my day. Nevertheless, you might benefit from learning the old ways of waging war. Circumstance, find a soul shard to fight alongside. Can't access what's inside, thwarted again by that seal the Mino Scallywag spoke of. Someone's... Just dare say you'll have no trouble using it. Go on, fixing it to your garb. New job, old tricks. Phantom jobs unlocked. We've read through the help, so we can skip next things. Ah. Your possession. Knight, monk, bard. John's present. You do. Cult pray, cult heal, pledge. Do. Yeah. Right. Okay. Nope, won't let me out of camp just yet. Phantom actions. May also be directly to this. Alright, still don't have the right to leave camp yet, because I haven't done enough yet. Seem you managed to interface the soul shard. One caveat, people work within the confines of the island's ward. Soon be able to draw on more potent techniques. Prior to this, the more you possess, the greater array of ancient techniques you'll have at your fingertips. Speak to the imposing lass over there before you depart. I definitely want to do the Mamuk thing first then. Better day, solid enough. As long as we secured the entrance, camp would be safe in the wild. Firm plan of action to make any headway. Believe consider our approach. Phantom jobs have been added to the record. The further we get, unraveling secrets. Only voice you hear. Island-wide wards, sealed on the knowledge. Very familiar, master. Finding a settlement, remote passing because strange with. Concern to address. Safety. So this by neglect preparation. Minus explore. Tend to thoroughly appraise threats lurking beyond these walls. Tell 3 different beast species and find you sharing with each encounter. That's that crystal of yours. We're finally allowed out. Present flying lizard. You are not light work. I'll take a guard. Okay, we want 1. Present Bandersnatch. You guys are a pain in the tail to fight. guys are going to be near impossible to fight then. Nope. Should be able to take one, though. Probably. This is a lot like Zardon and everything else. Oh, yeah. Oh, let's highball it. It's not what we needed to kill. How aggro are these things? Alright. They work on the standard rules for Bojin. They don't see you, they don't basically not out to murder you. If you slip by behind them, you're fine, pretty much. Oh, you're what I'm after. Okay. Yep, nuclear LFG. I gotta get some more macros quickly up then. Rawr. Here's some notes on them. Heard of this? Rare indeed. Notorious tech will band together. Perhaps a regional adaptation. Yay! Doesn't sound like specimens you find normally on an island like this. Suppose transported them, but why go through all that trouble? Could, but not with this vexatious seal. Document what he finds on travel. Far off the mark about you. Roam far and wide. Help me unseal my vast reserves of knowledge. Prove this lumbering clod wrong. Local fauna survey. Former habitation. Plenty of structures besides the settlement you found me in. Ruin visible due south from our encampment. Knowledge level up. Alright. I'm going to put a hold here on this. We will? Yeah, we will. So, gold pieces come from smacking mobs. Silver pieces from doing the other things. Cool. So I want to open up the other part too, so I have that open. So staying here and grinding the putts out of this isn't going to be great. Hey, it's a green knight. I like it. Right, I've got to gather. Do I? Didn't pick any up, I don't think. No. No, I do not have any. Oh. So it's got to be down at Mamuk then. I think. Yep. Down Mamuk. Let's take a look down there. Oh, hey, it's here. What is it, though? Gathering. Cultivating hope. Do you have a moment? May not come as a surprise. Person to help negotiate our import of foreign crops researcher recently arrived. This mining predicts. Charlians. Name is Agir. Should be southern district of the city. Put that there. You've undertaken it as a miner, therefore it must be done as a miner. Cool. Protect the legendary mineral. Yeah, I'm not interested in digging that stuff up just at this point. New. If I abandoned and retook it as a botanist, it would be that. Yay. Wonder if they're down there. So it looks like we're turning up some land down here. Jatika Heartland. Oopsie. I think we have worked with this person before. Only in passing. Hello there. May I be of assistance? Actually, I'm here to be assistance to you. Former mercenary. Now I fashion whatever odds and ends need making. Says you've come to oversee the growth of new crops here. Momuk. Want to express our gratitude. Kind of you. My name is Agir. Pleasure to be at your service. I was intrigued. Form a dominant etheric fluence of meteorites. Soon have experimental granary up and running. New crops will flourish here, I promise. Chief concern of this is not one of potential, but one of manpower. Very sparse in population, is it not? Yes, most of our able-bodied workers have left either to become mercenaries or for other reasons. Still feel glad to help, but I only one extra body count for much. We should use our Veras put right to use. Veras can solve just about any problem. Oh, you're bright. Wolfjaw, how many years has it been? Thought you moved to Tulliola for good. Heard change was in the air for Momok. I had to come see it for myself. Excellent idea. We could hitch plows and have them cart heavy equipment. Someone willing to gather extra materials we require. You gatherers, most are getting on in years. Venturous soul needs more than anything local mushrooms or the odd medicinal art. Handle beasts, not war or timber. You? Alright, for right price, I handle just about anything. Settled. You'll be compensated, I promise. Where to work with you, my friend? Wayland. Well, they both have my thanks. Nothing of it. I'll gather what weirhanders I can find, explain the situation. Sure, I'll be happy to help. He's a good lad, but sometimes he gets ahead of himself. More talent for communication, so he's struggling to make his point. Lend him a hand, would you? Doo-doo-doo-doo. Harried handler, hesitant handler, this. Combat, how do you think they'd help with farming? 10 men on the field, won't you? Smash to bits, love of service. No smashing rocks. That sounds, well, smashing. Leave it to me. I'll have the garden beds free of obstructions in a blink. This. Well, need them to pull plows. Strength for combat, should have no problem with that. Very well. Both over presently. Oh, with their horns? More like pull with heavy plows. That makes more sense. Let's see, yeah, we can do it. You know, hitch them up and all I have to do is like pull. We'll get some help like this. Last person I need. He's a Tinika banana farmer and trust his expertise. And we're flying for that one. Where are you? Jill! Hilja. You were part of the Third Promise retinue, weren't you? What brings you here now? And with Hilja? Met, actually. Researcher from afar is beginning to work on a granary here. We both are lending a hand. Knowledge how much you do is farming in these forests. You think I'd aid a trader who abandoned his homeland for the comforts of Tulliola? Look on your face. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Well, it's just great parts that this man here took the words said in jest. Much has changed for Mamuk. My best friend has finally come home. I'd be a fool to refuse his pleas. Your words didn't ring hollow, Joe. To many, I was a traitor for everything Mamuk stood for. A traitor to my friend for never writing. Aw. Never sent a letter. Aw. Broke my heart to leave. Couldn't stand the zealotry of blessed siblings. Now the old teaching of left past, I want to do everything I can for Mamuk's future. Thank you, Kaijilja. For forgiveness, I hope that you, Thalen, and I can find a new way forward. I hope so, too. Hopefully, we have enough people to get started. Let's go ask if she needs anything else. Right, so we'll be bouncing back and forth between Tulliola. Now, we're not worried about playing Tulliola as a spot, but I might send this place as this. Which is not that bad when I think about it. Handful of weirs, a darker shortage is about a trifle. Orders, one thing I have yet to ask you. Fertile soil needs some better seeds and stars are brought with me. Charcoal should do it. Set up a base of operation. Meantime, yes, right. To it then. Climb! Altitude! Elevation! You could do something similar to this. Good. Maybe not so close to the head with spinning open blades like that, mind you. The idea's there. Though these things would have to be bloody heavy for it to all spin round as it does. You know, balance and all that. The front would have to be incredibly light, and the back would have to be incredibly heavy for the center of gravity worked all the way back here. Notice that wonderfully problematic problem again, isn't it? So it would be in the front. Fuel tank. Ah, of course. I get 3 pinches. It's barely one node. So this whole little region here is going to be transformed into a farm. You got something to neutralize the soil. It's our fertilizer in the soil as they till it. Also, it'll be full of things like potash. Potash? Old trick. You know, ash from a pot. It's not a clever name. Part secure, ready when you are. You finally ground enough to distribute evenly. Nice rakes. Tilled soil, we can plant this. Count on your continued support. Grows things. You have grown our hopes. For I believe recruiting necessary allies, charisma like yours is essential for this greenery success. Do what I can. My provide is a momulja from Momok. System invaluable if you can spare the time. Of course I do. My homestead, about to realize true progress. I would love to have you with us. Build a brighter future for my people. Oh, when you put it that way, I can't really say no. Velocity, I'm truly grateful. Heartening to have you with us. Yay! Wares are ready. Let's get started. Round the tree 20 times. I got all sorts of things planted. So establishes where we get our quests and all the rest of it. And look, another chance. I can just feel it. Let's show the world what these lands can grow. Together by our own hands. Hope yet to fully blossom, Momok has established a granary. Help Mamuja come to love the land that supports them by aiding the farmers of Gukgoma. We are doing gathering and then crafting. Reputation includes a friendly. Eat your vegetables. Number 1. All right. If I do botanist, soil for soil. Ooh, cordial. Fermented fertilizer. Triggers it, generating heat as compost decomposes. Gather water and this. Well, at least he tells you what both halves are. Field work takes this. Tools included. Daily upkeep. Absolutely. Replenish this. Cool. Often called plant oils. So it would be oils in general. Christmas bear. Stems the breaks. Oh boy. The dual stems from the grove. Testing. Plans to repurpose them. Quests for the society. Right. No longer sense a non-spoiled tree. Okay, so this is going to be all over the place then. Stems are waiting. Feel free to take as many as you want. Oh, hey, I don't have you. Eh. Number 23. Perfect. Sodden tree bark. What are you doing? Ah. First, let's get this out of this bundle. Goes here. Oops, this way. Through the trees. I can see again. Yay. That way. Right. Okay. Well, we'll need to start working on it. It's going to be like Eureka. The new zone? Yep. Which means technically we can grind it pretty good. And we're growing things. I will do this as a botanist. It's okay. So what was it, the pickup? Ah, it's an interesting thing, isn't it? I know. Fruit meets leaves. Are perfectly edible. Craft string and cloth. Makes sense. You only need 3. Oh, they'll send you out for the same stuff eventually, pretty much. Society's quests completed. Ugh. Large things of this. Yep. Okay, now here comes the fun part. Me. Currency. 385. Right. Oh, I need to basically cash in those wolf marks too. Wolf's Den Pier? Yeah, we can get there cheaper. Okay. So it means whipping over to Mamuk on a daily. Let's have a look here. Tuliola. Well, Mamuk's only 653. It's this, so that's not that bad. Right? You know, it's 200 to Ishkfis. So, yeah, no, that's not bad. That's like kipping around in here. So that's not bad. Tuliola itself is 1,000. It's going to cost you that, and it cost me 300 and a couple screen cuts. Oh, that's all fine. So that's not going to be a big issue. Not really. We're going to have to grind knowledge and all that stuff. Yeah, you are. That's going to stonk. It is, isn't it? Like I said, it's not a trouble getting to the wolf's den. Like, oh, right. A little bit saving coin here and there. So, wolf marks, huh? Oh, just going to play that right away then. Woohoo! Yeah. You got to hand this out? Yeah. Yep. Oh no, someone's doing something important. Right. Now, this also means, yeah, today and tomorrow are still the last 2 days of Make It Rain. Okay. Okay, so Make It Rain ends on Wednesday. Yeah, I think. Or it's carries on. I think it ends Wednesday. I'm not sure. Oh boy, someone's gonna crap out. Perfect. Right. Okay, we got that. Hooray! New emotable. Mm-hmm. Now, the real question is, well, doing the fates that are out there, I'll have to, I'll have to get a few things up on that. Mm-hmm. But if those fates are as I think they might be, I should be able to earn tokens while out there. Because you could earn tokens doing certain fates. I don't know if that counts because I don't know if it's going to be like Sardon kind of thing where you couldn't sort of gain these things, or couldn't do this. Yeah, that's going to be the trick, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, be that. No, it's going to be a fun one, isn't it? Yep. might not. Oopsie, straight in. Nice. So, what's the go point on it? There's lots of go points on it. Deadliest catcher. I'll go with Jozu. I'll say Jozu. Dreamy Kyoto woman. I might say I was catfished. I got Neath, Cynthia, and Faye? Well, Faye, something like that. Okay, what do we got? I'll drop the East. One, two, five, six, nine, nine. Bit. Pair over here. This one's out of position. It is. That's more out of position. Mm-hmm. Nice. That's 3 pairs. Only problem is 1 pair is the 9s. Nice. Well, no one can call that because there's already 1 north over here. And I'd thrown a north, so there's only 2 norths left in the play. They threw both wests. Sad. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 pair now. Five pair. I'll pass that. Dang it. I can always use the 4s as my single through. Yep. So use that as your pair and then try to work your way out. I was debating whether or not to pair out or pawn out or see if I can get 7 pairs. That just makes me upset. Like, no! But thrown. I could have had it. I could have had my first pawn. I think they've got 4, 5, 6, or at least something similar to that. 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4. Mm-hmm. You're not, and you're not going to get anything further. Nope. Hey, nobody got anything. I think we're all playing very defensively there. So no points, no score. Just move on to the next hand. Exactly. All right. This says throw the 9. Have a pawn. Can cheat that. Just got that, didn't I? Yep. That's unfortunate. It is. It is. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. I have a pawn here. It's nice. Yeah, so I need like a 3 or this. I throw the opposite of whatever's here and go out with that as my pair.
Wow, this looks promising.
Out on a 5. See, I could have thrown this and then I would have just been out on the 6s, which is a 4-point weight, so I'm on a 3-point weight. Yeah. Oh, that would have been the win too. Ah. Decisions. Never mind. I love that throw. Throw a 7, throw a 9. Ah. It's like, God damn it, it's no extra info. Someone's got that. There it is. That doesn't hurt me. Right? That gives me a possibility of 2 Urdoras. It doesn't change my hand. There it is.
Precisely what we needed.
Now we get to see what the Urdoras are. Oh, I get 2 Urdora.
Won't rest on
It's
these
the 5.
laurels, of course.
Try to get the dragons. Yep. I have 1, 2 pair over here. Throw all this. Half flush. Easy. Oh, that's nice. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Go out on a last dragon. What'd you do if you got an extra one over here, throw that, and you get an extra one over here? It'd be like throw heavenly pairs, half flush. That'd be fun. So I could pawn my way out as I stand. Yep. I know. It's very obvious what I'm up to.
Tread cautiously now.
Don't think so. You might need dragons. It's the risky one they're throwing.
Unfortunate, but such is life.
Oh, they had the 4 and the 6. So there was only 2 out there. Oh well. How much did I get hit for? 2,000.
We lost, yes?
Well, I didn't move that far in points because they both lost. They did. What do we have? Throw that, throw that, throw this, throw that, throw that. Keep the east for a little bit. I got 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That'd be neat. 5, 6, 7. Nice. So like it's a pair. It is a pair, but it's not a pair I can work with. I can go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. Yeah. 5, 6, 7. Work with that. And I can go the other side. Yep. So the 9's throwable. Very. Should have gone 2, 3, 4. Maybe. Or 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, throw the 9. Could have done that. On. Nice. I can do 5, 6, 7, keep that as a pair. I also do 6, 7, 8, and 2, 3 this, and keep that as a pair, too. Probably wouldn't, though. Five, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. Throw that out on 3. Yep, so it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 7, 7 is my pair. 1, 3 down. Slight change of the hand. Still got 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 6, 7, triple 7s over here. Out on a 7 or a 4, technically now. 1 7's down, so that's 3 tiles. There are no 4s down except for this, so that's 2 tiles, 2 tiles, and 3 tiles, which is 5 tiles versus waiting for 3 tiles. Oh, so you just opened up the number of tiles I could draw from. I could have kept that. It was a Dora. Not paying attention to your stuff, are you? Can't keep it. If I'd kept the 8 and thrown the 4, I'd be out. That was an out. But then it would bitch at me for doing that because I'd already thrown the 5 once.
Tread cautiously now.
They've thrown 8. That's safe.
Sometimes there is simply no knowing. We shall make up for the ground we lost, yes?
Oh,
We shall need to hone
just
our
600
wits
points
if
in
we
it.
are
Oh
to
well,
triumph.
GG. Yay. I can go for another match pretty quick on that, actually. Or race chocobos. Yeah, could race chocobos, too. Bit of ether-powered scooter here, though. Whee! Actually, draw. Let's actually race chocobos. Let's make it rain. Plus, our chocobos at low level, we might get some actual races in. That'd be nice. That it would. That it would. Just me. Damn it. Oh well. Lips aflame. That's a play on Hot Lips, I think. Ah. I don't get the reference. You're young, you'll learn. How much lock am I down for? 30 seconds. Holy moly. I'm not in any particular rush to use my ability. Mary Lou, who are you in my way? I didn't even check if my bird likes the wet or the dry. My matron, you will not keep up with me. You do not have the horsepower in that tank to do it. Everyone packing the stop buttons. You can't use your abilities? Too bad. Oh, thy matron runned over at the last moment. First run past in the win. Yay! R100s. At level 10. Okay, so plan tomorrow, society quests. Yep. So start with Momox society quests for tomorrow's run. Then out onto the island and see what we can gain. Yes. Right? We're back onto Eureka style of play for a while. Woohoo! Which means beat the crap out of the low stuff until you get your levels up, and then beat the stuff out of that stuff at the same level till you get your levels up. And I'll have to dig out my, hey, I'm over here, please res me, please. I have that as a macro down somewhere. You do? I do. I will be needing to do a dig up of it. Oh, dang. I pulled off the side because I thought it wasn't anything good. And it was. It was excellent. I could have run right past everyone here. Filth? Another brother, clever girl, Jabberwocky and thy matron are all jockeying in front of me. Holy moly, this is going to be a packet pile to get past. For a little bird, you make a big, wide bird of that, don't you? Enjoy it. Oh, I got slowed. Oh, wow, that filled you up. You do. All right, Jabberwocky's out of the running. Not gonna catch him, am I? Nope. Oh, I missed it. That green pad is huge at this level. It is. Rank up. Walking away with 800 odd MGP per race. It's not bad. It's not quite 600 in a minute. It isn't, but it's more than the 220 per minute. Oh, that's true. That's true. You only have a minute on each of the things. It is. It is. If you had the game at home, which you can buy for cheap at the moment, you could be basically doing Make It Rain and smacking it at your home base. It's like, haha, fun. Ugh. So 3-4 minutes each time. Yep. Here we go. Blue eyes. Uh-oh. Mandragora on the track. Bum, bum, bum. Really? I'm already on the 120s of these? Ugh. Gotcha at the last moment. Second place. 5,000 for up to the races. Woo! I'm getting 50% on that. Yep. Or no, I'm getting, that's my actual prize. It's already cacked in the 50%. Yes, it's already worked in the 50%. That's not bad then. No, it isn't actually. Feel like you need to upgrade your bird's abilities? Probably. I am rain, showers, and thunderstorms, where my bird becomes more efficient at doing stuff. Speed, stamina, endurance, acceleration. It'll get you so far. Yes, it will. It'll get you all the way to the end. Easy Riser, Yellow Wizard, Google Saw, Buzz Saw. We're the 120 still. Yes, we are. Outer line, watch out for the Mendagora. The inner line. Back and forth, because we got cunning for this bird. Oh, you already burned your... Oh, okay, whatever. Easy Riser burns their burn. Juice. Derped. No reason to jump for a... That's all I could do is distract the guy behind me. Chase him down. That was close. I almost got him. That was close. I almost got him. Ooh. So if you put your bird experience in, you would have had him. One or two races left? One or two races left. I like finishing like this. You know, I do. More fun. Oh, the days. Oop, snuck on that one. Nice. Didn't get anything. I have the speed. I need the speed. Someone got clipped out on that one. I know, it's never fully at 10 seconds, is it? Big fat soat behind me. Stick on the inside corner. I mean, like, ah, god damn it! Just the sheer amount of stamina you get from that. So it's like, ah! There it is, another victory for us. Woohoo! Nice. There we go. Rank 15. Yoo-hoo! I'm happy. I had a good one. My car. Oh, right. I went to the Summon Island, therefore I went to the PvP Island, so it dismantled my carbuncle right off the bat. So, no! Alright. So, I'm gonna run away. You are? I am! We're gonna run away. We did okay. So we opened up the island. Yep, we definitely got to push the island because that's how we get our new relic weapon. This means... Is it going to be like Eureka and there was like 4 different worlds of Eureka? Or is it going to be like this and there's 2? I don't know. I don't know how many sectors are going to open up on us. But it means I'll need to grind and get the gear. Absolutely. So I will be focusing on the island. So it'll be 3 things, then out to the island to grind. So, out to Bermuda, or this game's version of Bermuda, the occult triangle. Shadeless detail. Anyway, that's what we're up for. That's the plan. Alrighty. So what's that mean? It means let's play it out. Yes. So if you want to see how this whole island thing plays out and a little bit of the society, join me tomorrow. Woohoo! As we go and try out what we can find out there. We'll see what we can earn, what we earn, and how we earn. Pay attention. We might be able to get our tokens out there too. Yes, that would make it excellent. If not, I don't know what we're going to do because I still want my 750 gear. But that said, if it's relic gear and relic items, hey, might be better overall in the end. Don't know. Don't this, but we'll have to try. Absolutely. Last time it was all the shades of Eureka. Shades of Eureka. So, in for that, absolutely. We'll be out in the new zone grinding away. So, that'll be tomorrow, 7:30 Mountain Standard, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern for more Final Fantasy action. Coming up Friday, Saturday, mystery game. If you want to know what it is, you'll have to tune in. But we're out of here for this, so therefore, a big old thank you for those who tuned in tonight. Catch me on the replay. Hey, thank you. And if you're watching this on the YouTubes, thank you again. So listen always, I'm out of here. Laters.